just hang out for a sec and see what happens. Hi. Okay, let's see. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to yoga. This morning we're going to be doing a 1-hour Vinyasa Flow. Let me just make sure everything is going. I think we are all good. You might see my dog jump in and out of the frame, so hopefully we can keep him out of the sight between you and me. And we're going to get started. So I will be teaching this 1-hour yoga flow every Friday at 7:45 a.m. This morning, the only thing you're going to need is 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use books, anything you have really lying around the house that just brings the ground a little bit closer to you to make things a little bit easier if you have tighter hamstrings, which a lot of us do early in the morning. Going forward, some of the things you might want are a strap. You can also modify this with duct tape if you don't have one already at home. And a bolster. I don't have a bolster and I'm having trouble getting things online right now, so I'm using this pillow. This is what I always use in my own practice anyway, so you can grab a throw pillow from your bed and use that as a bolster. Since we're doing home yoga now, we have the option for some comfier accessories as opposed to just our blocks. All right, so today we will be getting started in child's pose. Bring your knees about as far apart as the mat. Send your seat towards your heels. Extend your arms long in front of you. And then release your temple to the mat. Stretch out through your arms. Walk your fingertips forward. And then relax your shoulders down your back. Start to breathe here. Notice how your belly rises and falls, how your rib cage expands and contracts with every inhale and exhale, without changing anything about your breathing just yet. Start to bend into your elbows, maybe make a prayer grip and work your fingertips back towards your shoulder blades to stretch out through the shoulders and the arms. Release the arms back long. We will take a few breaths together as a class. Exhale out all of your stale air. Inhale through the nose, fill up. Pause at the top. Exhale through the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. On your next inhale, seal your lips. Exhale through the nose. Create that same audible oceanic sound by constricting the back of your throat. This is your Ujjayi Pranayama, your victorious breath. We will use this breath throughout our practice to build heat from inside the body out as we flow. If at any point in time you lose sight of your breath as we move breath to movement, feel free to come back to child's pose or any pose that you find restful and rejoin us whenever you're ready. Inhale, walk your fingertips forward 1 inch. Exhale, walk your fingertips over to the left, stretch to the right. Stretch out through the left side body. Option to bring the left palm over the right to increase the intensity of the stretch. Breathe here. Inhale your fingertips back to center, and then exhale, walk your fingertips over to the left. Bring your right palm over your left on this side to stretch out through the right side body. Inhale the hands back to center. Take one more breath in this child's pose. Inhale, come to a tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, shift your gaze up towards the ceiling. Contract your shoulder blades together. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck and curl, gaze to your thighs. Stretch out through the lower back here. Maybe wag your tailbone side to side. Embrace any cracks or pops along the way. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Bring your right arm high. Open up through the shoulder. Exhale, thread the needle. Send your right arm in between your left arm, left thigh. Release your right cheek to the mat. Breathe your option to extend the left arm long. Return the left palm to the mat. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale the left arm high towards the ceiling. Opening up through the left shoulder, twisting through the spine, waking up. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Send the left arm in between the right arm, right thigh. Extend the right arm long. Release your right cheek to the mat. Start to compress through the left shoulder here. Breathe to sink into this. Return the right palm to the mat. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale, release the left hand to the mat. Start to take some big circles to warm up through the wrists here. First moving counterclockwise. And switch the direction, moving clockwise. Spend a lot of time on our wrists during this practice. Properly warming up can really prevent injuries. Come back to center. Send your fingertips towards your thighs. Palms facing down. Start to stretch out through the fronts of the wrist. And switch to the tops of your hands. Fingertips face towards the thighs. Sink yourself back for a counter stretch. Come back to your palms, neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, lift up through the knees. Start to engage your core, hovering table. Press down through all 10 fingers, all 10 toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips come up and back. Release your heels to the mat. Let your spine come long. Let your chest melt towards your thighs. Maybe take a second here, pedal out your dog. Ah, Betsy, Anna Maria. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Give yourself some leeway. In this first downward facing dog, we are still warming up through the hamstrings, through the entire posterior chain. Inhale, shift forward to a plank position. Continuing with engagement of our core, pressing down through all 10 fingers, all 10 toes. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low plank, no more than a 90-degree bend in the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of the feet. Shine the chest forward, first up dog of the day. Relax the shoulders down the back. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips come up and back. We will flow through 2 more vinyasas to start getting ourselves warmed up. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Sigh it out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step your feet to your hands. Feet come hip width apart. Take a generous bend in your knees. Grab for opposite elbows and let your head hang heavy, ragdoll pose. Release your low back here. More of a low back release than a hamstring stretch. If you're not feeling this in your low back, just increase the bend in the knees. Maybe rock yourself side to side. Release your fingertips to the mat. Toe heel your feet together to touch, sliver of space between your heels. And let yourself collapse into a forward fold. Starting to straighten through the legs, activating through the hamstrings. So maybe rock your hips a little bit more directly over your heels to increase that stretch. Inhale, slowly rise up 1 vertebrae at a time. Mountain pose, Tadasana, arms come long overhead. Relax the shoulders down the back. Tuck your tailbone under, engage through your core here. This should be an active posture. Inhale. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Release your fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins. Contract your shoulder blades together. 1 long line of energy from the crown of your head out through the tailbone. Belly is engaged. Core is up and in. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands. Step your feet back. We've been here before. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low plank, hold. 2, 3. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet. Gaze over your right shoulder. Gaze over your left shoulder. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is our sun salutation A. We will flow through twice more breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, feet to hands. Option to step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, side out. Take a few breaths here. Disengage that Ujjayi breath for just a minute. Exhaling out everything. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. On your next inhale, seal your lips. Exhale through your nose. Re-engaging our Ujjayi breath. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to hands. Step your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Listen for the change. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your seat low. Engage your glutes. Engage your inner and outer thighs. Arms come up to frame your ears. Relax your shoulders down your back. Avoid holding any tension up through the shoulders. Relax them down. Shift your weight into your heels. Inhale. Exhale, sink your seat just an inch lower to really engage those inner and outer thighs. Engage the core here. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift, iron out the spine. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, brings your right leg high. Stack your right hip down in line with the left here. Flex through your right foot to engage through your glute. Inhale, lift the heel up 1 inch higher. Exhale, stack the right hip over the left. Open up through the right front line. Option to send your gaze under your right armpit. Option to flip your dog here. And take a few breaths. If you are not going to flip your dog, option to take some hip circles. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Wherever you are, lift up through the right glute. Leg comes 1 inch higher. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Bring your right knee to your nose. Crunch under. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the foot in between the hand. Tend the fingertips, little to no weight in the hands. Big transition. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open. Back foot comes parallel with the back of the mat here. Heel is on the mat. Deep bend into the front knee. One arm comes long forward, one arm comes long back. Relax the shoulders down the back. Option to flip your palms face up, palms face down to encourage those shoulders to come down. Shoulders directly over hips here. Core is engaged. Right knee moving out to the right pinky toe. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm down, left arm up and overhead. Option for a block here. If you'd like to bring the ground closer wherever you are, avoid dumping weight into the thigh or into the ground. You're really engaging the core here to create a lift up. Breathe here. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm down, right arm comes up, high fives the back wall. Stretching out through the right side body here. Re-engage that bend in your front knee if you lost it. Deep Ujjayi breaths to lift up through the right fingertips. Exhales to reach you back. Stretching out all the way from that right hip, all the way through the right fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Bring your arms to frame your right foot. Move the block out of the way. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips come up and back. We will take that on the left side. Inhale, the left heel comes high. Stack your left hip down in line with your right here. Flex through your left foot. Use your inhale to lift up through the left heel. Exhale to bring the right heel 1 inch closer to the mat, stretching out, deep stretch through the right hamstring. Inhale. Exhale, stack the left hip over the right. Option to gaze under your left armpit. Option to flip your dog entirely. Option to take some hip circles on this side if you did so on the other. Return to your three-legged down dog. From wherever you were, flexing through the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring the left knee to the nose. Crunch it under. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the foot in between the hands. Tent the fingertips here, little to no weight in either palm. Immediately engaging the outside of the left leg. Big transition here. Inhale, warrior two. Pivot your back foot parallel to the back of your mat. Arms go long in opposite directions. Relax your shoulders down your back. Flip your palms face up, palms face down. Take some nice breaths here. Pressing the mat away with both of your feet, opening up that left knee towards your left pinky toe, engaging through the entire outside of the back leg. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm down, right arm up and overhead. Option to bring that left forearm to your thigh or to grab hold of your block. Bring the ground a little bit closer to you wherever you are. Little to no weight in that left hand. You're working through the legs, working through the core to keep yourself lifted. Breathe here. Send your gaze wherever is comfortable for your neck. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm comes down, left arm comes up and overhead. Bottom half stays exactly the same. Pressing the mat away with both of your feet. Gaze can come up towards your fingertips if that feels all right on your neck. Use your inhales to lengthen out through your fingertips. Exhales to reach back, stretching out through the side body. Come back, check in on your breath. Have you lost it? Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Cartwheel your hands, move your block if you brought it to your mat. Step your foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. We will move through our sun B 2 times through breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Last time last side, inhale, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Come down to a quick child's pose. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Take a few breaths to restore. Reap the benefits of that entire warm-up before we move deeper. Notice your heart rate might be a little bit more elevated. Your breathing might be a little bit deeper. Acknowledge all of these changes in your body without judgment. Re-engage your Ujjayi breath if you left it. Inhale, come forward to a tabletop just for the transition. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips come up and back. Inhale, right leg comes high. Stack your right hip down in line with your left here. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot in between your hands. Tense your fingertips, little to no weight. Inhale, high crescent, rise up. Relax your shoulders down your back. Work your left hip forward, right hip back here. Take a deep bend in that front knee. Engage through the heel. Pressing the mat away in both directions here. Relax the shoulders down your back. We are in Tadasana from the waist up. Tailbone is tucking under. Inhale. Exhale, start to straighten through your right leg. Come down, bring your hands to either side of your foot, either to the mat or grab hold of your blocks here. Work your right hip back, left hip forward. And we'll start to lift and lower through the back heel. Option to add in a lift and lower through your front foot to really get into that right hamstring. Once you feel more open, option to readjust your stance so that your left heel comes down towards the ground, right hip coming back, left hip coming forward, and let your chest start to melt towards your front foot. Breathe here. Deep hamstring stretch in pyramid pose. Readjust your stance to that low lunge. Bend into the front knee. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, revolved crescent. Bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Pivot yourself open. Gaze over your right shoulder. Option to come down onto the back knee. Untuck the toes to focus on the twist. Wherever you are, use your inhales to lengthen out through the crown of your head. Exhales to twist deeper into the spinal twist. Come back off of that knee if you left it. Gaze down towards your right foot. Start to shift your weight into your right heel. Coming light onto the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, prayer twist. Step the left foot to meet the right. Get your knees in one nice even line. And then twist. Yet again, gazing over the right shoulder. Inhales to lengthen out, exhales to twist, sinking down into that little chair prayer twist. Checking down with your knees, making sure that left knee's not popping out in front of the right. Inhale, chair pose. Sink low into your chair. Exhale, eagle on the left. Bring your left arm under, left leg over. Option here for a single bind, a double bind, or a kickstand with your feet. With your arms, option to take full eagle variation or a bear hug if this is too much on your shoulders. If you're taking full eagle, lift up through the elbows and then push your elbows away to open up through the shoulder girdle. This will be a deep, deep stretch through that joint. Should feel really juicy. If you feel any pain at all here, just come in with a bear hug. Start to focus on your balance. Set your drishti. Single unmoving point on which to focus. Inhale. One-legged mountain pose, unwind. Bring your knee up in line, your left knee up in line with your left hip. Flex through the left foot. Engage the core, tailbone is tucked under. Relaxing the shoulders down the back. Inhale. Exhale, start to trace your left heel back, airplane pose. Palms come to face each other. Left hip down in line with the right. Flexing through the left foot. Start to inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to palm center. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the palms to the mat. Leg goes up towards the ceiling, standing splits. Inhale, brings the palms back up with control. Exhale, start to bend through the knee. Release the left foot down to the mat. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, release the palms to the mat. Toe heel the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Come down onto that back knee. Untuck the toes. Option to stay lifted here in this runner's lunge. Kind of rock yourself side to side to see where this feels good. Option to bring your forearms down to a block. Or if you're feeling open at this point, you can bring your forearms down all the way to the mat. Take a nice juicy runner's lunge stretch. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale, come back up to your palms. Tuck the back foot under. Step the right foot back to meet the left high plank. Get comfortable here, engaging the core. Then move your left fingers directly under your left shoulder. Start to shift your weight onto the knife edge side of the left foot. Extend the right arm up high, side plank. Option to stay lifted here, option to play around with some leg variations, option to come down onto the left knee to focus on the lift through the hips, creating that crescent shape through the side body. Wherever you are, engaged through the abdominal muscles. Send the gaze wherever is comfortable. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Breath in. Exhale through the nose. Re-engage your Ujjayi breath. We will take that on the left. Inhale the left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step the left foot in between the hands. Tent the fingertips. Inhale, high crescent. Work the left hip back on the side. Right hip comes forward. Stretching out through the back leg. Take a deep bend in the knee. Relax the shoulders down the back, tailbone tucks under, core is engaged. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to straighten through the front leg. Hinge yourself forward, release your fingertips to the mat or grab hold of your block. We are going to ease into this pyramid stretch on this side as we did on the other, allowing us to get much deeper. So start to rock your heel up and down, avoiding your dog's head. And when you feel comfortable, you can add in the front foot, heel coming up and down, engaging and disengaging that hamstring. And when you're ready, readjust your stance to wherever feels comfortable so that you can get your right heel firmly planted on the mat, left hip coming back, right hip coming forward. You can stay lifted here, or you can start to melt the belly, the chest towards the thigh. Release your fingertips to the mat. Release your head long and breathe here. Hi, Christy, I miss you guys. Bye, Meredith. Hope to see you again next week. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. Take a few more breaths here. Readjust your stance, move your blocks out of the way if you're using them. Come back to that low lunge. Inhale, high crescent, arms come along overhead. Left hip coming back, right hip coming forward. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, revolved crescent, bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Twist yourself open. Option to stay lifted here or come down onto the right knee. Untuck the toes. Really focus on the twist. Untuck the toes, lift back up. Gaze to your left foot, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot to meet your left with control. Find that prayer twist. Take a second to check in with your knees. Make sure that right knee is not popping out in line, out of line with your left knee. Get those two right in one line. This is an easy trick to keeping your hips nice and even. And when you feel comfortable there, you can twist yourself open, shifting your weight to your heels. And taking nice, deep Ujjayi breaths. Inhale, chair pose, unwind. Taking as much care in this chair pose as you did in the first one of class. Engage the inner and outer thighs. Inhale, eagle on the right. Bring your right arm under, right leg over. Same options on this side. You can take your single bind, your double bind, or a kickstand with the arms. Take full eagle or a bear hug. Just as important on this side, if you're taking full eagle arms, lift up through the elbows, press them away. They should be about at shoulder height. Stretching out through the shoulder girdle. This should feel like a nice juicy stretch as your shoulder blades separate. Should not feel painful. If you feel any pain, bear hugs for you, okay? Breathe here as you sink into your eagle. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Right leg lifts up. Right knee in line with right hip. Flexing through the right foot, engaging the core. Relaxing the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, airplane pose. Start to trace your heel back. Set that point of focus. If you fall out, like I did, just come right back in. Right hip down in line with the left. Flex through the right foot. Inhale, hands come to heart center. Lift up through the chest. Exhale, release the fingertips down. Half splits, standing splits. Flexing through the right foot, stretching out through the left hamstring. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, come back up. Hands come to heart center. Exhale, release the right foot down. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, release the fingertips to the mat. Toe heel the left foot to the outside of the left hand. come down onto that right knee, untuck the right foot. Option 2, get comfortable here, move yourself side to side. Feel what feels the most comfortable or the juiciest stretch, whatever you're looking for this morning. Option to stay lifted, option to grab 1 block, option to grab 2 blocks, wherever you need to be to find a good stretch. That's also a nice recovery, relaxing position. And let your head hang heavy here. Come back up to your palms if you left them. Move your blocks to the side. Take a second to wake back up through the hips and tuck your right foot back under. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Come to a high plank. Start to shift your weight into your right hand, which is now directly under your right shoulder. Shift to the knife edge side of the right foot. Extend the left arm long. Side plank. Option to stay here, play with some leg variations, come down onto your right knee to focus on the lift. Wherever you are, engage through your core. Encouraging that shoulder directly over that wrist for good alignment. Take a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Working your heels just an inch closer to the mat. Inhale your right heel high. Exhale, half pigeon on the right. Bring your right ankle to your left wrist crease, right knee to your right wrist crease. Lift up through the chest. Flex through your right foot. Take a second. I always really emphasize this in my in-person classes, and I'm going to trust you to do it here. Really take a second to flex through your right foot. And if you can't get your hips even, if one hip is dumping down, get yourself a block, put it under your right glute here. To really encourage proper alignment here, you should be feeling a stretch through the whole outside, the right hip through the IT band. You don't want to be feeling pain in your knee. If you are feeling pain in your knee, this is not for you. Come down onto your back. Bring your right ankle over your left thigh. Grab for your shin. This is your stretch, your reclined figure 4. For all of those who are still in pigeon, inhale, take a breath in. Exhale, come down onto the forearm, sleeping pigeon. We will take a few minutes here, so get yourself comfortable and then avoid any movement. Inhale, come back up to your palms. Exhale, downward facing dog, taking any counter stretches that you need on this side. to invite fresh flow into that right hip. Inhale your left heel high. Exhale, half pigeon on the left. Bring the left knee to the left wrist crease. Left ankle to the right wrist crease. Take that same time on this side to set up here. Flex through the left foot. Protect that knee. If you feel weight dumping into one hip, your block is your friend. Go ahead and stick that under your left glute. If you still feel pain in your knee, come down, recline onto your back. Left ankle goes over the right thigh. Grab for the shins, the right shin, and get your IT band stretch. That way you should be feeling the stretch all the way out from your left glute, all the way down, maybe even a little pulling from the knee, not pain. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, come down onto the forearms. Reclined pigeon, sleeping pigeon. Inhale, come back up to your palms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips come up and back. Take any movement on this side you need to invite fresh flow. Inhale, shift forward to a high plank. Exhale, lower down all the way onto the belly. Hands stay where they are. Untuck the toes, come onto the tops of the feet. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift through the chest, neutral spine all the way up through the neck. Gaze is towards the top of your mat. Little to no weight in your fingertips. Maybe try hovering them off. Press down through the tops of your feet so that maybe your thighs lift off of the mat. Engaging the lower back. Inhale. Exhale, release your left cheek to the mat. Bend through the knees. Rock yourself side to side. Windshield wiper the legs. And extend the legs long. Bring your neck back towards center, gazing at the top of your mat. We'll take a second baby cobra. Inhale, lift through the chest. Little to no weight in the hands. Engaging that low back. Take a breath in, lift 1 inch higher. Exhale, release the right cheek to the mat. Windshield wiper the legs to release the low back. Press yourself up, come through a comfortable seat. Extend the legs long. In front of you, flexing through the feet. Start with a generous bend in your knees here. Inhale, lift up. Oops, almost spilled the coffee. Relax the shoulders down the back. Exhale, reach for your toes, releasing the lower back that you just worked in our baby cobras. Compressing down, letting the belly melt over the thighs. Once you feel your low back release, this may take a few breaths. You may want to stay here, or you can start to work into your hamstrings, straighten out through the knees. Grab for your feet. If you'd like to increase this stretch, grab a block, Bring it around your feet. Make your feet go a little bit further from you. If you're feeling even more open than this, grab 2 blocks. Inhale, rise up. Recline down onto your back. Bring your heels in towards your glutes. Make sure I'm still in frame here. Maybe grab for your heels. You should be able to brush them with your fingertips. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift up through the hips, through the pelvis. Walk your shoulder blades together. Maybe clasp your palms behind you, lifting up through the glutes. Chin comes towards your chest. Breathe here. One more breath in. Exhale, Supta Baddha Konasana is your release. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Splay your knees out wide. Bring one hand to your chest, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes for a second. Close your knees together like a book. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Rock yourself side to side. And let your knees drop over to the right. Cactus your arms. Gaze over your left shoulder. Make sure that left shoulder is staying firmly planted on the mat. Let gravity do the work here for this gentle spinal twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let the knees fall over to the left. Gaze over the right shoulder, keeping that right shoulder firmly planted on your mat. Letting gravity do the work, drawing your knees closer to the earth. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, happy baby. Grab to the outsides of your feet. Bring your knees towards your armpits. Make sure your spine is firmly flush on the mat. And if so, all the way down through your sacrum, you can rock yourself side to side. Inhale. Come back to center. Give yourself a squeeze. Bring your forehead up towards your knees. Take the biggest inhale of your day. Exhale, Shavasana. Arms come long, legs come long. Palms face up to receive energy. Face down to root yourself into the earth. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release every muscle in your body. Let your eyes close. Release the sound of my voice for this final Shavasana. small movements to your fingers and toes, gradually moving to your wrists and ankles. Embrace all of those cracks. Give yourself a hug and roll over onto your favorite side, fetal pose, using your bottom arm as a pillow. And when you're ready, with as little effort as possible, come to a comfortable seat at the top of your space, hands to heart center, gaze turned inward. The light, the student, the teacher in me honors and acknowledges the light, the student, the teacher in each and every one of you. Together we bring our hands to our third eye center, the seat of our intuition. Bow forward and share a word. Namaste. Thanks everyone for joining. I hope everyone enjoyed the class. It's nice to virtually see everyone again. And I hope to see you guys next week. Bye, guys. Oh, also, I think most of you do have my phone number, but if you guys want to do anything, I see most of the people here are kind of regulars as well from my actual physical class. So if you want to work on anything, we can work on whatever you want, and I'll sequence the class to whatever you guys want. So just shoot me a text a couple days before, and we can work on whatever you want to work on.